What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. Today we are unboxing my dream RC car. My dream RC car from when I was a wee lad, probably about 10 years old. So a brief backstory. I was a homeschooled kid. I was one of those homeschool nerds. Still kind of am, I guess, as far as being a nerd. And one thing that I would do every week was go to the library. And this was back around 2005. We had a computer at home, but it had dial-up internet, if you remember those days. I say those days, but it was still outdated already in 2005. But at any rate, my computer access was limited. And so therefore, we would go to the library to get internet. But sometimes we'd be there for hours and hours and I would get bored. So I would look at car magazines. And there were two car magazines that I would look at, Motor Trend and Car and Driver. And Motor Trend started running ads for Traxxas at the time, which I thought was interesting. Oh, it's interesting to look back on that. But I had never heard of hobby grade RCs. I didn't know that was a thing. All I had experienced was like toy grade RC cars, you know? And so I remember seeing an ad for, this is gonna spoil the surprise, but I'm gonna go over here for a second. I remember seeing an ad for two RC cars. One of them was the Jado 2.5, and it said 55 plus miles per hour, and I was mind blown. I was like, scale miles per hour or real miles per hour? I was like, how is it possible that a tiny little car could go so fast? So the Jado and the Revo, the original Revo 2.5, and the Revo, even though it was slower, you know, 40 plus miles per hour, it caught my eye because it was a monster truck, and I was a 10-year-old boy, and I was like, monster trucks, you know. So I'm gonna put the Jado back for now. So I started saving my pennies. I found a local hobby town, USA, that had these cars in stock. I went to visit. They were like, yeah, it's about 500 bucks. And I was like, oh man, because when you're 10, that's a lot of money. That's like basically impossible, you know, for at least it was for me. So 2 or 3 years later, I finally had saved up the money for it. And by then, the original Revos were gone. There was none of them on the shelf. They had the Revo 3.3 because they introduced the next nitro engine in the lineup. And so I got one and loved it, but it looked so different. You know, it had the extended chassis, it had new body paint job kind of patterns. It had the different wheels. And for some reason, the original Revo, the look of the original Revo was what I always wanted. And more specifically, a red one, because like all the ads were for the red one. So years and years and years and years go by. I get married, I become a dad, I go through a bunch of jobs. I find a yellow Revo 2.5 on eBay. Now, yellow was my least favorite color. I don't know why. I was obsessed over the different colors of these RC cars. And I never liked the yellow one, but I was like, it is a mint condition yellow Revo, and these are impossible to find, basically. So I snatched it up and got it. It had the 2.5R motor in it. I had to completely, I don't know if I had to, but I completely trashed it and did the whole engine upgrade to the 3.3. Looking back, I could have rebuilt it. Well, actually, I'm sure I could have rebuilt it. It just didn't have much compression left, but I didn't know much about nitros at the time. So at any rate, this is that Revo. I took it apart to clean it a little bit, but this is a 2.5 with a 3.3 motor in it, and this is the yellow one. Now, I kept this thing really clean for a very long time because it was, you know, my only Revo. But I just recently started driving it in the dirt. And the reason why is the reason for this video. So I'm gonna put this up here to the side somewhere. That'll work. And show you all this, which you might have already seen in the background. Oh man, I gotta clean this off. I never clean my workbench, ever. Probably should. Would you look at this beauty? This is the original red Revo 2.5 In the box. In the box. This is just crazy to me that I'm holding this thing right now. So like this is basically my childhood in a box. Look at you, buddy. My kids are down here. Sorry for the noise. Sit down, buddy. You're gonna get hurt.
Okay.
Okay. So today we're unboxing this Revo 2.5 and I'm going to share that with you guys because it's such a cool thing for me. So here we go. I'm gonna turn it on its side. I believe this is right side up. So the story behind this, I'm in a bunch of RC Facebook groups, and one of those groups is I don't remember which one it was, but somebody posted this thing in the comment section and was like, is anybody interested in a red mint condition Revo in red with the box? And I was like, me. And I couldn't believe it. So I had to wrestle with myself for a while to figure out if I wanted to do this or not, because it was a little pricey, but it was worth it. So we're gonna open it now. I'm gonna stop talking. Actually still has the styrofoam. Look at that. The packing from the original packing of this truck. Looky there, I can see the hood. You can see the red beauty. Can you guys see that? Oh my gosh. Here we go. We're gonna pull this thing on out. Goodness. He wrapped it really well. The guy that shipped this thing to me, there's all the stuff, including the original RX charger, which you can't even find anymore. Okay, here we go, y'all. Look at that truck. Wow. Look at that beauty. Oh my goodness. I just can't even believe it, y'all. No, you can't hold it. My 2-year-old boy is like, hold it, Daddy. Oh yeah. I never was a believer in shelf queens in RC. I was like, what's the point of having a hobby grade RC and not even driving it? But this right here is my shelf queen. I will not be driving this truck. Oh man, that suspension feels fresh. I'm a huge fan of the Revo platform. I've owned 3 different 1/16 mini Revos. I've owned the brushless full-size Revo. I've owned the Nitro 3.3 and the Nitro 2.5. But the red 2.5 has always eluded me until today. I'm gonna fix this wire here. Gosh, is this the original? That's so long. I never realized how long the original wire was. So the guy who sold this to me meticulously cleaned it. Every component of this truck has been cleaned, even down to the 2.5R, the motor. He took it apart and cleaned it. And gosh, the lighting is not ideal. It's hard for me to make videos at all because I've got such a busy life. But I don't know if you can see, that is like a mint condition 2.5R motor and a mint condition Revo. This is just my dream come true right here, y'all. And like I said, I have a yellow one, but this red body, y'all, is like, you can't find this thing, you know? If you find them anywhere, they are in horrendous condition. And he did make one repair to this body, which I'm really impressed with. He actually got a replica sticker made of the windshield because someone had cut out the windshield for extra airflow into the motor. And so he cut out a piece of plastic. He cut it out basically and made it fresh and glued it back. You can kind of see right there what he did. And then he put a sticker on top of it, a replica sticker he had made so that it looks fresh. And it's just phenomenal, y'all. So I might drive this thing once just to have done so and to have started the motor, and I can make sure there's plenty of after run oil in the motor, and I can get some video footage of driving it. But then zilch, it is not getting driven. It is going to sit on a shelf to be admired for generations to come. So that's my plan for this beautiful piece of art right here. And I know to most people this is not anything special, it's just an old Revo, but this is the truck that introduced me to the world of hobby RC. And this is the truck that I always wanted and never could find. Like, it eluded me for decades, literally. 15 years? Yeah, well, 15 years this truck eluded me. And I never thought I would be able to get one. So 10-year-old me would be very happy to know that as a almost 30-year-old man, I now have that truck that started it all, and I am thrilled. So just wanted to share that with y'all. There will be maybe a very short clip of this truck running one day, but other than that, you'll just see it in the background of my videos for the most part. Sorry for my voice. I've been sick last couple days. It's just hard to project much. I have to do public speaking for my job as well, so kind of blew out what little voice I had today. Oh, the transmitter. Yeah, we've got one of these transmitters in here. Here it is. Good old TQ3, I think it's what it's called. Yeah, TQ3 takes 30,000 AA batteries, as Tom Lee RC says, and has a 16-foot antenna, which is really funny. I remember when I first got my Revo 3.3 first gen, it had one of these, and I thought it looked cool how long the antenna was. I was like, this is like a real, like, military grade antenna because it's so long. But no, it was just low tech. Cool nonetheless. I might actually use the Easy Start wand. Excuse me. And I'm gonna see if this RX power charger will work, because these are hard to find, and it will charge my other Revo's onboard battery faster than my current charger will, I think. Yeah, man, just cool. Just so cool. It even has the decals. Still got the gray Revo, which I actually wanted some of those for my extra body for my yellow Revo. So, bonus. It's all bonus stuff. The box is going on display. The truck's going on display, obviously. And, yeah. It's an original. It's like a timepiece. What do they call that? A time capsule. This is a time capsule to my childhood right here. And I'm thrilled. So thank you, Matt, for the sale, for shipping it so well, packing it so well, I should say, and all the attention to detail. He even had two, excuse me here, let me find this thing. There it is. He even had 2 stickers made. He had an extra front window decal made in case there was any problem with the first one. So I have this as a spare. I'll just keep it with the decal. Yeah, I'm thrilled, y'all. I love it. All right, peace out. Be good to each other. I'll talk to you some other time. Stay tuned for more videos. Thanks for coming in.